Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina, and today we're just doing I don't even want to say it's a book video. It's probably closer to like a comic book video. As you saw, I went to the comic book shop, and it's just my local comic book shop, so I like to go at least once weekly. And today is like the day before the new comic issues come out, but I wanted to see if there was anything in there that I didn't already have. And of course, I found some things. Um, let's see. So the first thing that I grabbed was this All In special number 1, and I didn't see this in there last week, so it must have been sold out or something. So I grabbed it, and it's supposed to be like there's one side that's like this, and then you have to flip it so you can see the other end. It's supposed to be like Dark Side Returned or something like that. And of course, Superman gathers up all of the Legion so they can figure out how to fight him and this ripple of time that is coming. But of course, at one end, they're young, and on the other end, they're older. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm really intrigued, and I bet it's going to be actually pretty good. um, but yeah, so when I bought it, I didn't even know it was like that dual sided. Um, but I think it's a cool concept. But yeah, so this is the cover. I think it looks really good. But yeah, so this was the first thing I grabbed. It was like right when I walked in. It's like, ooh, let me pick this up. And then the second thing I grabbed, I don't remember what the second thing I grabbed was, but I also grabbed this one. It's called The Author Immortal. It's an Image comic, and it's supposed to be about this writer that ends up working on this other author's work who had disappeared. And it turns out that that author disappeared into like their own fantasy work. And now the writer that is the writer that is going to do that author's work ends up getting transported into like a fantasy realm as well. So that's what this is about. This is not new. Um, I think they're actually going to end up coming out with a collected series. So I'm actually going a collected series, a collected volume, whereas this is like one of the single issues. But I'm actually intrigued. I'm probably gonna see how I like this one. If I really like it, then I'll put the other on my pull list, or I'll just order the volume issue, because I think that volume comes out in April when I was looking it up. So I figured, let's test it out, see if I like it, and then if I do, I'll put it on order. If not, I at least I got like something with a cool cover. But I think I'll actually enjoy this. And then I went into the back orders, like the back issues, not back orders, back issues, and I grabbed two things. Um, this I know the first one I grabbed was Storm, the Earth's Mightiest Mutant. This is volume 2. Oh my gosh. This is issue 2. They're actually doing a reprint of this series right now, and I do have it on my pull list, but this cover looks really cool. So that's why I went ahead and grabbed it anyways. Um, I'm pretty sure it's just following Storm. I've read issue 1, and it's already going off my mind. But she returns back to Earth to protect Earth. But there are issues that come up that maybe her strength might be a problem in saving Earth this time. That's what I got from issue 1. So I'm wondering how this is going to play out. and I may or may not read this issue. Issue 2 of the reprinting is supposed to come out this week, I think, anyways. So I'll have like the other edition. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get this one because the cover looks really, really cool. And then I also got Wonder Woman Come Back to Me. This is issue 1. I probably will never get the rest of the series, but we'll see. It, like I said, it was a back issue, so we're just gonna see if I like it. It's supposed to be, um, oh my gosh, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, anyway, so the that pilot that she ends up liking that crashed on her, uh, on the Amazon planet. Oh my gosh, where is not planet? I'm losing my mind. I can't think of what everything is. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. Wonder Woman is from Themyscira. So the pilot, Steve Trevor, he ends up experimenting with a new plane and he gets lost in the Bermuda Triangle, and Wonder Woman and someone else, um, Anna maybe might be her name, um, they end up going to investigate and probably basically try to rescue Steve. So I'm curious on how it's going to play out. I really got it. I didn't even know what it was about when I actually checked it out. When I bought it, because the cover looked pretty cool, and I was curious about it. Like it's. I think it's done. If it's done digitally, they still use like color pencil. Um, they use the color pencil brush, but here it is. Wonder Woman Come Back to Me. I think it's pretty cool, the cover, and I like it was very inspirational for me. That's why I ended up like wanting to get it, because this inspired me to want to draw on my own again. So I went ahead and grabbed it because I'm like, if you're inspired because of this cover, you should go for it. And that's, ooh, oh my gosh, those are the things that I bought today. Now, I think I'm gonna go read some comics. Probably not these. I have like a pile of comics to the side that I need to actually start reading. So I think I'm gonna read some of that and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the stack of single issues. I still need to read. Um, ooh, I really got behind. I had like a really rough time last week, and I didn't really get around to reading anything. And then this stack here, they're not as long. They're like 100 pages maybe, um, but they're still comics. They're just not. Yeah, they're like standalones essentially. I think all of these are standalones. Yeah, there's several Wonder Woman in here. Oh, this one. It's not exactly what I mean. This is a stack of superheroes, but this one is not. This one is totally different. But let me put that to the side. These are like my stack of superheroes comics I need to read, and I don't know which one I want to do. To be honest, I think I might do as soon as I don't know what I want to do. This one I might do. This is the boss battles like DCKO, and it features characters from other series. Like this is Sub Zero from Mortal Kombat, for example. And I haven't read it. I bought this like a few weeks ago. So I think I want to tackle this one. There's quite a bit. Like I can do Wonder Woman, not what, Harley Quinn, Maid Cafe. I guess this is not a superhero one either, but or Annual X-Men, Tomb Raider, who's also not really superhero, but I guess sometimes you can counter. Harley Quinn, Rogue, Marvel, Black, White, and Blood and Guts. I have several of those. Sirens, Love Hurts. I think the next one comes out in this, so I should probably do this one too. Wonder Woman, Annual, Absolute Wonder Woman Annual, The Killing Joke, and another X-Men. I think it's like Hellfire Vigil. Yeah, I have all of those that I could be reading. And then, let's swap over to this side. We have Wonder Woman. This is signed. Another Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. I think this is really cool. I think it's supposed to be like a Valentine's issue. And then this is Batman and Catwoman. I think it's like an alternative history, probably. But there's different little issues in here. I also kind of want to read this. So I want to at least read these two today. I don't know what else, but we'll figure it out when we get to it, if I end up reading more today. So I just finished reading Batman and Catwoman special issue 1. Or I don't think it's necessarily issue 1. I think it's just edition 1. It was good. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I was expecting it to be maybe like mid, so 3.5. But this was actually closer to 4.5. It was Crick. It was, I wouldn't say it's for those that aren't fans of Batman and Catwoman, particularly aren't a fan of Catwoman. And I wouldn't say, if you're wanting a lot of action, that's not in this either. So it's not like that typical of a superhero comic. This is more like, here is the life story of Catwoman briefly, but I think it's more of an alternative version of it. It's very interesting. I really liked it. I wouldn't say, it's hard for me to say if I would recommend it because I really enjoyed it, but I don't think a lot of people would actually enjoy it. So I think people would be disappointed because there's not that much action in here. Yes, Batman is in here. Yes, there's a couple of like scenes of action, but it's nothing that's like, wow, gripping superhero. This is really more like alternative history, background story, Selena Kyle, Catwoman. Because everyone knows essentially Batman's backstory, like a little bit of it, but Catwoman's we're just like, don't know. But this one kind of gives you an option of what it could have been like. And then earlier I read Boss Battle, DCKO. This was actually good too. I want to rate it like 3.75, 4 stars. Um, I think if you're not familiar with the other characters from the other universes, it wouldn't be as good. I was a fan of Mortal Kombat, so seeing those characters in here in this universe, or rather them in that universe, was really unique. Even though it was only like brief little snippets, I think it was really good. You do get to find out who the final four are in KO battles, so like keep that in mind when you're reading this, because if you haven't read the others and you don't want any spoilers, well, here you go. Here's spoilers a little bit in it. But if you want some like a side quest, I don't think it's necessary to read this to understand the KO battles, but I think it adds a nice additional touch to it. But yeah, so I read this and I read this. And I still want to do some more reading, but I actually took a long nap and I'm probably going to go to bed. Or I'm going to do some more reading. We'll see. But I don't think I'm going to finish anything else tonight because it's late. It's probably about midnight now. It didn't take me that long to read these, by the way. This was like probably 20 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe not 5 minutes, 10 minutes kind of length. So it was nice. It was nice. So yeah, I'm glad I'm like slowly getting through my pile of things that I need to read. Slowly but surely, we're tackling it down. Do I have comics to pick up tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I do. But it'll be okay. I'll probably get them either Thursday or Friday. So hopefully I've read more by then, and therefore I won't be further behind. I'll be exactly where I was starting today or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so honestly, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will continue to read on and we'll see. I don't think I'm going to finish anything else tonight, so I will be saving that for another video. So until next time, bye.